if you're a professional or even an amateur open source investigator, you will know it can be really difficult to capture all the intelligence you find as you search. It can get a whole lot more difficult if you're investigating darknet websites. TOR is designed to be secure, and it makes it difficult to capture websites in particular. My name is Richard Foster from Brainstorm Security, and today I can highly recommend you trying a tool called Ubikron. It's a new tool from the creators of Multigo, so you know you're in good hands. It's a browser plugin that records your searches automatically. It's a great tool for capturing standard websites, but it can also capture TOR websites too. If you're diving into the dark web and want to use Ubikron to track and log your investigations, just like you might with tools like Hunchly, you're in the right place. So in today's video, I'll walk you through the exact setup for using Ubikron in a Chrome-based browser, whilst routing your traffic securely through TOR. We'll also take a look at the extension using it in the Brave browser too, which also has TOR built in. So we'll give that a try and see what you think. So let's get your digital sleuthing toolkits ready. Right, so we're going to start off just by showing you how to connect to TOR. So you've already downloaded the TOR browser. We're just going to do a simple capture. We'll log in, we'll get connected. Just wait for it to finish connecting. Boom. We are connected to the TOR network. Just have a quick check, see if we can go to a TOR website. And here we are, a very famous search engine. Quick check there, we've got our 3 hops, various countries. And we're just on standard security level. Now, if you go into the menu, you will see there is an option by right-clicking, and you can take a screenshot. You can't do this on the mobile version of TOR, but you can on the desktop. So here we are. Hit download, go to your download folder, save it, and we will open that up. Just to show you what we've got. And there you have it. A picture taken directly from the TOR website. You could just use a screen grabbing tool as well, but the problem with that method is that it's just laborious and you'll miss things. So let's get Ubikron downloaded. If you go over to the Chrome Web Store, currently it won't show if you just do a search. That will change once it is officially launched. However, if you go to the website, there we go, ubikron.com, go to the install, and there's an option to install. I've already installed it. It's the same as installing any other add-on or extension into Chrome. You would just hit the button, you'd log in with your account, and you've got the extension added. Now, this is the option to log in. There's a couple of different options. You can have a private server, you could have a username and a password, or you can just log in with Google. I'm going to log in with Google. Just go straight to your account, click in. You're on a public server, not a private server, but for the purposes of testing, this is perfect. So this is the dashboard, this is how it looks. The area of text that I'm scrolling through now is in effect your notebook, so you would just delete that and start afresh as you make notes whilst you conduct your OSINT investigation. Top right there is a small button that you press to turn it on and off. Off to the left here you've got lots of different options for your various case files. So we're going to create a project. You can have different icons, different colours, give it a name. There we go. Let's change the icon. And we have a new case created. So there's a history and there's a clippings tab there. We'll just take a little browse through. Now you can see there's a small overlay icon off to the left and it's got a red light above it which shows that it should be saving the pages as we just scroll. We're doing nothing other than scrolling. And they're going to take a screen grab. I've just clicked into that. You can see it's just like using a snipping tool. We'll add a note for our case file so we know what is relevant in relation to that, and there's all sorts of other options of tagging items, but there's some great tutorials already been created as to how to use Ubikron. So as you can see, we've got that screen grab that we took. That's what it looks like, Barney with his big nose, and the history which just shows the various sites that we've scrolled across. But this is just the normal browser. We're not doing anything unusual here. If we were to go to an onion address, as if we were going to go into the dark web, we're not connected on the dark web here, so we'll try it and we're not going to get any joy. Site can't be reached. That's because we're not using TOR. Normally you'd use the TOR browser, but that's based on Firefox. This add-on is only for Chromium. So what we're going to do now is create a shortcut that will allow us to access the TOR proxy via Chrome. So if we just go to the Chrome installation you've got on your computer, so it's just a basic right click on the desktop, create a desktop shortcut. We'll call it Chrome for TOR, and there we have it. If we click on this now, nothing unusual is going to happen. It's just going to open up the standard Chrome browser. There you go. And it'll give you the option as to what account you want to log into, if you want to log into an account. What we now need to do is click on Properties, and what we're going to do is change where this shortcut goes to. So the initial shortcut takes you to the program, and what we want to do is set up a proxy, which is here. I will include the details of this in the notes to make it easy, so you can just copy and paste it through. Don't forget the small space in between, and you'll see it goes through a SOC 5 localhost, which is through to TOR. There's a couple of bits there about excluding the local host, but we'll add that onto the end, and then we'll save that shortcuts properties. Here we go. And because we've named it slightly differently, you shouldn't get mixed up between the two. Now what you need to do is start TOR. So if you open up the TOR browser, get it started, there you go, you can see, congratulations, TOR is configured correctly, we are connected and we're working. We're not going to close it, we're just going to drop it down so it's running in the background. We're going to open up our new browser. We're going to log in. So TOR is running in the background. We've opened up the new Chrome, and there we go. Congratulations, this browser is configured to use TOR. It gives us a warning to say it's not the TOR browser, it's not Firefox. There are elements of security on here which won't be the same as if you just used a standard TOR browser. But you can harden this using various add-ons. But if we now click into the Ubikron add-on, we're there and it's popped straight up. So we've got a couple of previous history and a couple of captures that we had before. Now what we'll try and do is take some captures as we go in the Chrome browser. So I'm just going to grab a Onion site to try it in the Chrome browser. And there we go, straight back to our search engine on the darknet. We'll take a snip of this. And my overlay icon is showing the little red dot which shows that it's saving it. And in the top right you'll see it pops up to say page has been saved. Every time you take a snip it will automatically save the page. But as you browse, it will capture the pages that you browsed on as well. It grabs lots of text and information as you browse automatically, so we can use that data later on. Here we go, look at the page text, and this has automatically been taken from the page as we've been just scrolling through it. Gives you the web address, date and time it was taken, last time you were there. So that's how easy it was for Chrome. Let's try Brave browser. Now Brave works in a slightly different way. It's a great privacy browser. It has lots of privacy functions built into it, and I highly recommend you trying it out. It's based on Chrome. Therefore, we can install Ubikron on it. So I've already installed Ubikron on this one. But it's the same method as before. You go to the Chrome store, or you go straight to the website and click Get. As you can see, it works, no problems whatsoever. So this is our history where we've just been browsing. We'll go on to the BBC website. Let's have a little look. Just move my overlay out of the way. Take a little snip. Give it a note to say what that is. And this is all relevant to whatever your investigation is. These are just examples. We can hit the save button. So you might not want to take a snip, but you might just want to make sure it's definitely been saved. And if the Ubikron add-on isn't switched on, you can always just right click on any page as long as it's installed and hit it, and it will automatically save that page. So there you go, we've looked in the history. There's the sports page, there's the news page, but we had saved that in particular. There is the snips that we took. The difficulty I have found with Brave, because this is just on the normal browser now, it has Tor built into it, so you can do a private window or a private window with Tor, which is what we're going to now try, and you will see the difference. So it comes up, it then shows Tor is connecting, but the way Tor is routed on Brave, it's different, and therefore using the same technique that I used before won't work with this, creating a shortcut. So we can go on the dark web, and congratulations, this browser is configured to use Tor. Gives us a little warning to say it's not the Tor browser. Let's try some captures, shall we? So we're still red, so it should automatically capture the pages that we go on now. So just drop that down and we're in the Tor element of Brave, and we'll try an onion address. So we've gone to onion links, great. We will take a snip of this. We're trying to press the save button, but nothing is coming up in that top right hand corner, which is a little problematic. But what we can do is still take snips. So although it doesn't automatically gather everything, we can still grab information using the Brave browser. It works perfectly well without Tor, but once Tor is activated, it won't allow you to grab stuff automatically. But you can still take the snips, still put it into your workbook, and create your investigation notes based on what you've found. Here we go, we'll just take a snip of some email providers, and I'll show you how it comes out within the notebook. Let's just save those notes. We'll drop it down, we'll open up the page which has got Ubikron on. Let's refresh it, let's see what we got. Right, so all those pages just on the history that we've just been viewing haven't been captured. However, all the snippings have been captured. It still does the same, still looks at the text, identifies the information on there and stores it as you would expect. Well, happy hunting. I hope this has been useful. Until next time.